The Indian freedom struggle was a historic movement that spanned several decades and ultimately led to the country's independence from British colonial rule. The struggle was characterized by non-violent resistance, civil disobedience, and mass protests, and was led by a diverse group of leaders who fought tirelessly for India's freedom. The Indian freedom struggle began in the late 19th century with the formation of the Indian National Congress in 1885. The Congress was initially a moderate organization that sought to work within the British colonial system to achieve limited self-government for India. However, as the Indian people became increasingly frustrated with British rule, more radical leaders emerged, including Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal. One of the defining moments of the Indian freedom struggle was the partition of Bengal in 1905. The partition was an attempt by the British to divide the province of Bengal into two parts, with the largely Hindu western region and the largely Muslim eastern region. This move was met with widespread protests and boycotts throughout India, and it served as a turning point in the Indian freedom struggle, as it demonstrated the power of non-violent resistance. Mahatma Gandhi emerged as the leader of the Indian freedom struggle in the early 20th century. Gandhi, who had returned to India from South Africa in 1915, believed in non-violence and civil disobedience as a means of achieving independence. He launched several campaigns of non-violent resistance, including the Salt March in 1930, in which he and thousands of followers marched to the sea to collect salt in defiance of British colonial laws. During World War II, the Indian National Congress launched the Quit India movement, a mass civil disobedience campaign that demanded immediate independence from British rule. The movement was successful, and India achieved independence on August 15, 1947. However, independence came with a cost, as the country was partitioned into India and Pakistan, leading to widespread violence and the displacement of millions of people. Despite the challenges, the Indian freedom struggle was a pivotal moment in India's history. It demonstrated the power of non-violent resistance and civil disobedience as a means of achieving political change, and it inspired similar movements around the world. The leaders of the Indian freedom struggle, including Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, are remembered as heroes who fought tirelessly for India's independence and laid the foundation for a democratic and prosperous India.